Well, this is a strange video, isn't it? It's being recorded at 2:53 in the morning. It's my second one in 24 hours, and in general, it's on a topic that seems late, at least in the day's events. And this is sort of what you have to understand about my process. I generally make videos when they pop up. That's why there hasn't been many videos on slow periods of time because, well, there just hasn't been many happenings. On the weeks where there have been happenings, I talk about them. And, well, even if the issue of the Chans and the Reddits fucking up again seems old news, it's something I need to address because there's one point I haven't heard enough, and that is that 4chan, 8chan, Reddit, any of these so-called more serious forums for GamerGate are not the end-all, be-all of the GamerGate universe. Now don't get me wrong, 4chan, Reddit, in 8chan, these services have been very readily helpful. They've been, in fact, pinnacle to the cause of GamerGate because of the way they're formatted. They aren't like Twitter and Facebook, which are sort of new ways of looking at the forming discussion, where you have more or less instant feedback in a notification style that is more social than it is reflective. No, in Reddit and 4chan and 8chan, these services, you have to think about what you're saying, and their simple interface really invites you to look at the words more than anything else. That and things like being able to only see the text of someone's username really does go a long way to setting forth this idea that the first thing and primary thing you see are the people's thoughts. However, as we found out, this also has sort of a backlash. The Chans and Reddits have their own distinct culture, and these cultures haven't always clashed with the general goals of GamerGate. There have been notable people from these services that have decided to quit for all the wrong reasons. There have been collusions, there's been all sorts of conflict, and in general, that's what makes people dislike these services, even though you might still go to Kotaku in Action for your news, and I still go there myself because, well, they still manage to post links despite the crazy rule change. They are imperfect, and certainly they aren't anything to swear by. In fact, we should consider getting replacements for, because of the fact that they have in the past really fallen in their function to enact as anything more than drama llamas, and frankly, GamerGate doesn't need that. In fact, there are plenty of alternatives to it that aren't as well suited for their purposes, but make up in other ways that are equally as important. In terms of hardcore stuff, we still have Vote. And despite what some people have said, Vote is actually going strong after that entire server crash thing. It's back up, it's back stable, and I highly think that people should start migrating over there, especially people who like the Reddit style reply system. I'll even include a link down to it below, and that's really the place where I really think primarily we should bolster, for all the reasons that someone might bolster the Kotaku in Action Reddit. There are also other services, however, such as Twitter. Twitter still remains one of our strongest PR tools. It's where the hashtag started, it's where the hashtag continues to be strong, and it's where things like, developers jumping on Anita Sarkeesian, or people like Mark Kern recently saying that he officially joined GamerGate happens. This isn't something that you give away, and in fact I can personally attest to the fact that people watch my videos through Twitter. They follow the actions of a lot of different people through Twitter. It's a sound blast board for the sort of inane, angry, or foolish things that LOL cows usually post. In short, it's a great device, and saying that it does not contribute to the health of GamerGate is downright ridiculous. We also have Facebook. And personal note here, I am a admin of a Facebook group that's closely tied with GamerGate, so that's not a fucking secret. I will link to that actually down below as well if you'd like to join, but I am kind of heavily skewed in this. But what I find about Facebook is that what it lacks in things like seriousness. Many people don't like it because it's the place you contact your mom, and it offers quick responses for something that probably shouldn't be quick responses. It still is a great way to forge a great community. In fact, it's a strong way to forge communities where other services might breed contempt instead. It's also a place where you can take off steam, where you can find whatever group you want to serve your taste, and whatever group you want to even say talk generally about video games, or talk about different subjects, talk about anti-SJW stuff in general. You can find that all on Facebook, and you can't necessarily do that by browsing the hashtags on Twitter or following Kotaku in Action or GamerGate HQ, which are all focused boards. This alone makes Facebook a great alternative. And largely my point is this: GamerGate is not dead, nor will it be dead, simply because GamerGate HQ, GamerGate Revolt, and Kotaku in Action have done stupid shit. There are plenty of facets of GamerGate that remain alive, healthy, and well. To anyone who says that this isn't the case, well, I have very few words for you, because your argument is simply foolish. It's time we stop pretending that different parts of GamerGate that maybe we don't use or maybe we don't like simply don't exist. This has been Robert Stoll of Stoll Review, wishing you all a nice and happy day.